felt like you guys maybe did enough to win there? Didn't get one by. Just from your perspective, how did this one kind of unfold?
Yeah, pretty good game from us. Defending hard, generating a good amount of chances in the ozone, and just a couple unfortunate bounces go the other way, and that's how tight these games are going to be coming down the stretch when you're playing good teams. So it's about just digging in and finding that extra gear to find one more there to try to snag a point. And yeah, we had some good looks, and just unfortunately one of those nights where we just couldn't get enough past them.
You mentioned the bounces there. One goes off your stick, one goes off the ref, leads to a break. Just how much more frustrating does that make a result like this in such a tight game, like you said?
For me, it's just part of the game. You know, we're going to get our bounces as well on the other end. You know, it felt like we created enough, you know, opportunities to generate power plays, and maybe we didn't get them tonight. But you know, we generated enough offense to win that game, and just unfortunately couldn't get it past them. And they get a couple like that, which is, you know, unfortunate, but it's part of the game as well. So yeah, we got to bounce back from it.
After a loss, maybe you want to make some adjustments with this game. It seemed like you guys were pretty in control of this game as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can always learn from these losses, things that go wrong. Obviously a penalty kill goal, or maybe they're trying to set something up there that might expose us even more so than just an unfortunate bounce. So yeah, we gotta get to work in 24 hours again and try to get 2 points against a really good team in Ottawa.
Does that help just going right back at it tomorrow?
Yes and no. I mean, it's obviously a disadvantage having to travel on a back-to-back and all that, but you know, it's not like it was a disappointing game where you want to wash it and get back to work. You know, we did some really good things, and it's just about consistently doing that on a night-to-night basis, and it starts with tomorrow night bringing the same kind of attitude, same kind of energy and effort that we did tonight.
I like that. It's the way it is. So.
What did you think of? You did spend a couple, almost 2 periods with Brock and Val on the lines. What did you think?
I liked it. Yeah, I was gonna keep things fresh. You know, wasn't perfect, but I feel like 3 of us are pretty good sized guys to get to the inside on D, and we had a lot of good looks. Weren't pretty, but really high quality looks in front off rebounds, D shots. So yeah, I thought we deserved a couple for sure.
Nate, do you like it's back-to-back tomorrow, just being able to get right back at it after a game like this, you know, frustrating ending?
Not really. You know, I'd love to have a day, but here we go. Yeah.
It's one of the 2-1 loss where the goalie really wasn't just those 2 weird bounces like that.
Well, I mean, that's just it. Like I thought we played a pretty good hockey game. You know, we got a little sloppy in the 3rd period in our defending, but we got some big saves from Blackie, but. Just the 2 goals, like the first goal, penalty kill, we're in perfect position. You know, we break up the pass and it ends up jumping over our goalie's shoulder, and then the last goal was cleared all the way down the ice. We're on the power play, and it ends up hitting the ref and giving him an odd man rush, you know. So those are just kind of 2 unlucky bounces when you're doing the right thing, and you just got to try to overcome them. And we had some scoring chances to be able to win the hockey game. Their goalie played good, and we kept going at the glove, and it seemed like he was kind of dialed in on that. So, yeah, I mean, it's a tough loss. It's sort of, you know, disheartening a little bit, but I still have to look at the way we played, and for large portions of that game we're pretty good, and there's definitely some things in the 3rd on our breakouts and defending side of it that we can get better at, and probably could have done a better job of, you know, creating some secondary rebound opportunities and screens and deflections, although at portions of the 2nd period I thought we were really good in that regard.
You know, points in 9 straight. I mean, obviously you need the points and the results this time of year, but knowing that coming to a game like this where you like the process, does that help take the sting out of it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we got to make sure we're playing good hockey, you know, and so we focus on that first. This time of year, though, you know, if you're you know, working for position here, and we need the points, and we need to try and catch teams and stay ahead of teams. So obviously the points are important. So that part of it is disappointing, but I can't fault our guys for the effort. I thought we were engaged right away from the drop of the puck. We had good jump and doing a lot of really good things in that game. Again, there's a couple things you got to clean up, but they have something to say about it too, and they're a good hockey team. So they created some chances through their hard work and through some of their detail. So, but all in all, got to be pretty happy with the game. Would have liked to not get those couple bounces again, so we'll give ourselves a better chance.
People say, like, you show up and you see something new every day. Is that a new, like, have you ever seen one like that before?
I haven't seen one like that in a while. I mean, there's always some crazy bounces in this game. It's a pretty fluid game, but that one was a little strange, and it couldn't have come at a worse time.
You have Brock there with Nate and Val for a little bit. Just what have you thought of Brock, and what do you think of that grouping tonight?
Well, I thought they did some good things at times. That's why I kind of left them together. You got a shift in the first period was really good. They had a shift to start the second was really good. So I thought I'd give it a look, But it looked to me like probably Brock feels a little bit more comfortable in the middle of the ice where he's played his whole career. But I wanted to try and spark him a little bit and give him a chance to play with Nate and Val because I thought both those guys were playing well. So we'll reevaluate it and decide on what we're going to do for tomorrow. But I think it's good to get different guys playing with one another, even though we're running out of time in the year. I think we still have a little bit of experimenting to do with our lines.